Okay, so I want to do a nail update. I was a major nail biter over a year ago. No, yeah, about a year ago, and I stopped. I finally told myself, like, no more. This is not gonna happen. I know they look dirty, but I promise you that they're not. Do they? No, they're not. But yeah, so this is what they look like now. As you can see, this one's not the same as that one. They're not aligned. But yesterday I did give myself a little mani, and all I did was just add clear coat. So how it all started. Okay, so when I was growing up, I always had a really bad addiction to biting my nails, especially because I feel like I would get stressed out fairly easily. So I would just get overwhelmed, and that's the only thing I knew to do, and that's the only way I could cope. Finally, a few years passed, and then I tried, and I would fail, and then I would just try to stop, but I would always fail. So I finally came to the realization and conclusion, like, look, I can't be doing this anymore. I don't want this nail biting life anymore. I need to get it together for me. And I know that it's very, like, it's easier said than done. So it may just not be time for you, you know? It's hard. It's hard to stop a habit, especially when it's right there. So I completely understand. Things won't change unless you are 100% willing for it to change. So if this advice doesn't work, it's honestly, I can understand. You're not ready for it. You're not ready for the change. You are comfortable with what you are doing. That's fine too. I am somebody that completely hates change. So if I could just keep everything the same, that would be awesome. Like right now, I'm moving from my apartment, and I've been here for a year, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. And I'm like, just days. I'm staying here for just days, and I'm like, I don't want to let it go. Like, I just want to hug the house, like, you know. But, you have to adapt. And you have to understand that, whether you're an adult or if you're not an adult, you have to adapt. Things will change. And you also have to be patient. If you're not patient and you don't want to change, it won't happen. The same thing with losing weight. When I got on keto, I started losing weight and was so determined in all of this, and it was great. And then I stopped. But see, I was really, really determined. Like, I can't have that because it has a lot of carbs. Don't get me wrong. I would still eat the carbs, but not as much. So it's all about being dedicated, being responsible, and just being aware. Like, if you can really just be completely honest with yourself and just say, look, I shouldn't be doing this, or whatever the case may be, like, you will stop. So if you are truly, truly, truly ready for a change, I highly recommend you do that change. If you're not, keep doing what you're doing. For me, I had a lot of incidents with my nails where since I was working at the bank, I would constantly use my fingers, like, oh, this is the name of this, and this is how much you need to pay, and constantly using my fingers to point things out to customers. And I would always feel self-conscious because I'm like, oh, my nail is like all crusty and musty at the bottom. Like, no. So what I would do is I would grab a pen, and instead of using my finger, I'd be like, this is the amount, or this, like that. And after a while, I just got used to that. But then my hands started to hurt a lot. When I went to the doctor, they're saying that it's like early signs of carpal tunnel or arthritis or whatever, but I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube of chiropractors, and I've come to an understanding of how the body kind of just aligns. So I do have a lot of pain in my shoulders, which then goes down to my hands, and that's a real thing. So I try to just massage myself, and that's kind of another reason why it all started, was because I was using my favorite nail oil, and I started giving myself massages. Working at the bank also made it that I was always using hand sanitizer. I was always counting cash, so you needed to do it. This whole, with the pandemic, using hand sanitizer, I mean, it didn't really change for us because we were always already doing that. So that happened. So I would always make it a point where I would go wash my hands, come back, I would put my nail oil, my favorite moisturizer, and I would just massage my hands, and honestly it felt so good. So it all started because of that, because of the pain. So I really made it a point to really do that and take care of myself and take care of my hands. I also go to sleep like this, and sometimes when I'm like, I thought to myself at the time before I started watching the YouTube videos, I thought it was like, I'm standing like, it's because you're down there. It's because I would always be like this, so I thought it was, my hands hurt, my fingers hurt, like whenever I would release it, it felt so good, but obviously because everything is tight, so I started blaming my hand hurting because of me. And I would also go to sleep like this, so I would put all that weight. There's a lot of things that made me just want to change, and the main thing was the pain, my hand pain. Like, how am I supposed to write? I dry sometimes and my hands hurt. That's not okay. Like, that should not be happening. So now that I have a little bit more of an understanding, like I said, I try to give myself a massage here, and I feel, when I'm massaging here, I feel the pain. You know, it doesn't like hurt, but I feel the pain shooting down. I know, like, I'm like, oh, it does connect. So there's that. But as far as the update, I'm gonna say I'm very proud of myself. I've learned that I can't grow my nails super long, even though that's what I want to do. But I mean, I understand I can't change that, you know, because my nails get really, they get easily broken. So there's no point in them. Just try to maintain them at a good length. And I think this is actually perfect for me, because I could still, you know, do what I need to do. I have not been painting my nails as often as I was, and I kind of want to get back to that, but there's a lot going on with the move and not having, like, I could do it now, but I mean, I'm recording this video, but in reality I should be cleaning. So just clear, polish, it does the job. Let me go show you the cuticle oil that I use. Okay, so this is my cuticle oil. I also sell some at my shop in a Pocket of Daisies, and it's a cuticle oil pen. And I would always carry this with me. Just do this. And I learned that having dry cuticles, well, even for me, like whenever I would have dry cuticles, I know that I would pick at that, and then it would go from that to my nail, and from that to just having really ugly, bad fingernails. And I could tell you some stories. Like, there have been times where customers make comments about my hands, about, you know, having ugly fingernails, and, you know, not minding their business at all, because people don't care, especially elderly people. They don't care. They will just tell you how it is. And hey, it made me feel bad. Like, excuse me, I didn't ask you for your opinion. You think I don't know this? I remember because when I painted my nails, I put a baby light pink polish, and it was to grow your nails, and it was from Essie. And then I went to work with that. Obviously my fingers were really ugly, and the customer was like, you bite your nails? That's a very disgusting habit. I'm like, excuse me lady, like, no, don't. I'm not asking you for your opinion. And it was very frustrating, and I didn't do anything about it for like another 2 years, and then that's when I officially like decided it. But it was because I wanted to, not because a customer made a little remark. Like, so whatever. I tried the whole garlic thing to stop biting my nails, but I love garlic, so that did not apply to me. The whole nail biting nail polish, that also does not apply to me. I don't really care. I would still bite my nails. Like, I loved it. And now I don't care. I really love seeing them grow, and now that they're like this cute little shape, before they were all like, I wouldn't shape them, my nails. I would not take care of them, to be honest. But now that they look nice and polished, and I'm very proud of myself. So, I mean, that has changed. I'm not gonna say that I haven't relapsed, because I have. When I was going to school, like, I believe last semester or like 2 semesters ago, I broke it and I started biting my nails again. And then this is recent, probably like 3 months of letting them grow out. They haven't grown this much, obviously, in 3 months. I've been breaking them, but since I like stopped biting my nails, like 3 or 4 months. So I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself. Just know that you're not alone. Like, there's other nail biters, and if you are interested and want to know more tips, I would really love to bring some value to you in any possible way, because you're, like I said, you're not alone. You are not alone. There's other nail biters everywhere in the world. You're not the only one. Do not feel self-conscious. Do not feel bad about yourself. Don't. It's just what you do, you know, and you will not change unless you want to. Like I said, it's easier said than done, but because I did it. So I just wanted to come on and tell you, you know, a little bit more about my experience. Now that I really love my nails and I love seeing them grow, and honestly, they make me feel like the most girliest girl in the world. Something simple. I have not even gotten acrylic nails in over 2 years, for sure. So I don't miss it. I don't miss acrylic nails. I don't spend on acrylic nails. It's just, I'm not interested in it anymore. I would much rather have the real thing than get acrylic. But if that's your way of coping with nail biting, by all means, keep on going on.